For F******'s sake. Trisha Goddard erupts at Tom Bower over Meghan's attack snobbishness. Trisha Goddard erupted at Tom Bower over his latest snobbishness attack on Meghan Markle in his new book. Last month, biographer Tom Bower released his latest book, titled Revenge, Meghan, Harry and the War Between the Windsors. The author previously claimed that his tell-all book would include extraordinary information about Meghan Markle's rise from Hollywood to royalty. Speaking on 60 Minutes Australia, the former talk show host discussed Tom Bower's book and his various potshots on the Duchess of Sussex in his latest release. On her fourth engagement, married 3 times and gives others advice on relationships. No wonder she thinks Sparkle is wonderful, she's like her, big chip on each shoulder, poor meme. If they don't sue Tom Bower, then we have to assume he's telling the truth. Their fault anyway for going on Winfrey's show. And if Bower's book is truthful, what's that say about their accusations about the royals? Think we all know. Ms. Goddard said, for F***'**''s sake, here we go again, adding that the spitefulness is boring. The former talk show host said, in the US people really like Meghan and Harry. People can't understand what's going on in Britain, other than snobbishness, and I am pretty sure that there's a lot of that going on. She claims that you certainly can't blame them for deciding to remain in the US, rather than return to Windsor. Another one with a chip on her shoulder, failed talk show host career in free fall, and she backs up one of the vilest individuals to walk the face of the earth, and wouldn't give her the time of day. Bye for now. Goddard now gives advice on love, marriage and how to have a happy one. How many has she had and failed? Then the talk show host. Right, okay. Ms. Goddard notes that the couple has successfully sued various publications. She added that she can't blame them if they chose to remain in the U.S. for the foreseeable future. The unofficial biography makes a set of bombshell claims about the rift between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the royal family. Mr. Bower has claimed that he decided to pen the book after the Sussexes' interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021. Ms. Goddard also previously spoke to ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp on his documentary, Harry and Meghan, The Week That Shook the Royals, about the couple. At the time, Ms. Goddard said, "This is not just racism, but snobbishness." Meghan officially joined the royal family in 2018, upon marrying Prince Harry. Since their royal exit in early 2020, the couple began a new life in the U.S., along with their 2 children. Do not know what part of the USA she says likes them. From what I know, read have been told by friends they are nothing or despised for their treatment of both families. Trisha is a second-rate commentator using racism to defend migraine. We don't like her because she's a liar and a hypocrite who's hell-bent on destroying the RF and dragging her dim, ginger minion around by his hand. So it's okay for PHM to publicly trash the BRF family and tell lies, whilst ostracizing her family because she thinks they're not good enough, but when someone else says it how it is, according to Trisha, it's snobbery or worse. What a hypocrite this boring Z-lister is. If presumed snobbery keeps Mr. and Mrs. second-row private jet Dumbarton in the USA, I will adopt it wholeheartedly. Any other suggestions from this? Will also be readily adopted, especially if she guarantees it will keep the duo away from our shores. Goddard is irrelevant. Who cares what this insufferable woman says? We had to suffer her big hobbing the 90s. She is wrong. The us have also had enough of them lecturing them and playing the victims all the time. Who is the fool who gave her time? Talk TV is about honesty and telling the truth. Why is Goddard on it? She is anything but, and uses it for her own platform, which I couldn't care less and switch her off when I see her face. She is another Shola. Just because methane is supposed to be black, she cannot possibly do any wrong, and it has got to be us racist Brits who are picking on her, although they conveniently ignore the lies and deliberately play the race card, which Meghan definitely did. That is not a story, we heard it out her own mouth. What on earth has snobbishness got to do with it? It is entirely down to her personality. I am certainly not getting the impression that they are liked in the USA. The MTUN was a testament to that. Trish Goddard, the woman who was the female equivalent of Jeremy Kyle, pontificating on the British rejection of Meghan and Harry, is laughable. We are not snobbish or racist in the UK. We have standards, manners, and incredible tolerance. Until we are attacked, then we stand up for ourselves. We judge by behavior, not color, and if you trash our royal family, our culture, and our right to opinions, then we will call you out. Trisha Goddard is the biggest racist, going along with the so-called Dr. Shola. Neither of them can see the truth in front of them. Both have chips on their shoulders and are trying to sweep the toxic duo's behavior under the carpet. Oprah, King, Obama, and Tyler Perry all black, and all see Markle for what she truly is, a liar, a fake, a fraud, a narcissist, and a racist. She is 75% white but ignores that part of her heritage. She is black when it suits her narrative, which is most of the time. The likes of Trisha Goddard should take their blinkers off instead of believing Markle because she is partially black. Goddard should take a damn good look in the mirror before she opens her big trap. That ugly black harridan was talking on 60 Minutes Australia and said that the only people against the mattress are old, stale and pale. She was referring to gentlemen of a certain age and color. Now if they did it to her they would lose their jobs, but this nonentity can spout racist, sexism and ageist comments and gets away scot-free. She has a limited intellectual capacity and hates non-people of color, can't say why. TE is now get deactivated. It's about time Goddard lost her post in. And she never will. Shamalamadingdong and this broad who is a Shamalamadingdong Jr. are wannabe spout their nonsense in support of this chick they've never met and never will in hopes that they can get themselves hooked up with royals by supporting her. They only defend her and even know who she is because of her connection to the real royals. Not one of them heard of migraine before she sunk her claws into the hapless wonder. As the Markle PR machine goes into full overdrive in a futile attempt to deflect from Book, we can expect a flood of puff pieces, Dr. Sholas, and other irrelevant who are only given a platform under such circumstances. Bauer sold more books pre-order than both Shola and Goddard's combined audience. PR can't sort their issues as it's all aimed at revising the past. They have no actual brand, no direction, and no achievement they can point to. Once Harry's book is out, that's it for them. They'll have exhausted their only commodity, spite for the RF, and unless they can have their persons associated with something positive and worthwhile, then they'll be relegated to nothing but a pair of whingers with an axe to grind. Oh, looky here, we have Shamalamadingdong Jr. saying, the Americans think they had their own princess who went overseas and married a prince, that fairy tale thing. And now it looks like she wasn't good enough for them. Who are these Americans of which she speaks, pray tell? I am American, and when these people speak about what Americans have, don't like, and so forth, they are always so far off it's hysterical. We Americans did not have nor think we have any American princess. We know there is no such thing. What Americans are tired of are people like this broad and others who act like they think they know what we Americans think and speak on it like they are some kind of authority or even have a clue about our press or what goes on here. So what wasn't good enough for them meaningless, is that one of our American people went to GB, married a prince, and now together they think they are something special when they're proven they are the snobby ones who use British titles to wade into our politics. Migraine can do so as a private citizen but without her title, and the hapless wonder with a title needs to shut his yap before some angry American shuts it for him. Stop speaking like you have a clue what Americans think or what or know you, sad little shmalamading dong copycat.